and picked Quan's shell up. He peeked out just as she was about to drop it back into the bucket. I saw her smile in surprise, and then gently she spoke to Quan. "Hello, little crab," she said. "You have a very pretty home." She brushed off the sand from the shell and placed it gently on a rock. With that, she gave me one last rub and continued on her way. Quan and I looked at each other. Home at last. That evening, as we were about to go to sleep, we heard a loud boom. The night sky lit up with vivid flashes of color. Fireworks. It was a wonderful night. We even joined a New Year's parade on the beach. But that's another tale for another time. "Kia!" I shouted happily. "Your egg wasn't cracked because it was broken. The baby bird was just trying to get out." "I think you had better explain," said Kia. So I did. About how I tried to move her egg into the shade, and how it had rolled down the hill, and how I tried to hide it because I thought it was broken. Kia smiled. "I see," she said. "I'm glad you told me, Max." "Me too," I nodded. "I feel much better now that I told you the truth." She took her baby safely under her wing, and we watched as a group of people unloaded equipment from a boat. They had come to study the statues. I said goodbye to Kia and hiked off to meet them. But that's another tale for another time. Tight as he galloped towards the light. Soon, we were back in the warm barn. The young girl had been waiting and worrying all this time. She raced up and hugged him. I peeked out of the blanket. "A kitty!" she exclaimed as she stroked my head. She turned to Anders. "You did very well, Anders. And you knew enough not to go out all by yourself. That tells me that you are big enough to be the lead reindeer for the sleigh ride tonight." Anders held his head up proudly as he was harnessed to the big wooden sled. It was beautiful. The girl took the reins, and we set out with all of her family for a wonderful sleigh ride under the silvery night sky. But that's another tale for another time. The cubs were quickly at my side. "Hold on, Max," said Katja as she swam up to one side of the iceberg. "We've got you now, Max," said Smila as she came up on the other side. Together, they began to push me toward the shore. "You're a good swimmer, Katja," said Smila. "You too," answered Katja. "You both are," I said. "And you're a lot more fun when you're not fighting," I laughed. Back on shore, we sat quietly side by side, like friends do sometimes, and watched the beautiful colors of the northern lights flickering across the sky. It was time for the sisters to return to their den, so I said goodbye and headed off in the other direction, where I could see tents set up for the night. But that's another tale for another time. To a huge cave. It was bigger than anything I had ever seen. I had finally made it into a real bat cave. I thanked Mariquita for showing me her home and helping me along the way. Mariquita yawned. "You're very welcome, Max. Now I must go join my family. Hasta la vista," which means "see you later" in Spanish. She flew to the ceiling of the cave with thousands and thousands of other bats and settled in for a cool day's sleep. After having worked so hard to get there, I wanted to spend the whole day exploring every corner, every tunnel, and just everything in this wonderful cave. But that's another tale for another time.